What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome to Live Lessons with Ace. This is the series that I started in Black Ops 3, and people really seem to like it, so I decided I'd bring it back for Infinite Warfare. Basically what I do is I play live, and I pick a certain aspect or area of the game to help you guys improve within that area, and I try to really focus on that while I'm playing. I try to share my mindset, exactly what's going on in my head, in-game, so you guys can really see what goes on kind of behind the scenes in my head when I'm trying to demonstrate these tips. Today, we're going to be going and playing Team Deathmatch and trying to maximize kills while also getting very few deaths. This isn't about going flawless and never dying. This is about maximizing kills while minimizing deaths. I should be able to comfortably get more than 30 kills and less than 10 deaths. I'm usually able to do that very, very easily by playing with the playstyle I'm going to be playing with and describing today. Let's get into the game and we'll see how we do. Alright guys, here we go. Got into this game here on Retaliation. Still trying to remember all the map names off the top of my head here. I'm going to be using this Type 2 class. You'll notice I have Ghost on here, which is very, very important. Also Suppressor. If you're playing Team Deathmatch, there's no reason not to use Ghost. It's not really smart to avoid using Ghost at all. I'm also using a Suppressor on the Type 2, which is an excellent choice for the Type 2 because you've got a crazy 5-shot kill potential in core without a Suppressor. So add that Suppressor on, and you'll be able to... wow, still have a great 5-shot kill range. It's laser accurate. You'll be able to pick people off, no problem. Alright, so you'll notice I didn't push the middle of the map on that route. I really rarely like pushing the middle of the map. Sometimes I'll go in there, but more so I like to stick towards the edges of the map because I don't have to worry about my right side right now. My right side is completely safe. I know that. And as I'm pushing through here, I'm clearing areas, and I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm kind of on the enemy's flank, but I'm going to check towards their spawn. Okay, I ended up getting killed there, but you'll notice that's something that a lot of people don't do when they flank. They kind of cut in a little too early, and they don't look towards where the enemy could be spawning and will be coming off of spawn. Unfortunately, I just missed my shots, choked my shots a little bit there, and got killed. It happens, and that's basically just a little tip that I want to give you there. Always check towards that spawn before going and trying to shoot the people in the back. So if I would have killed that guy, especially since I have a Suppressor and Ghost, it was very likely that I would have been able to... push from there and kill a couple enemies from behind while also picking that guy off of spawn. So yeah, like I said, unfortunately it didn't work out quite as well as I would have expected. Oh crap, where did you even come from? Okay, I didn't know there'd be two of them there. Okay, this dude saw me, so we're just going to try to utilize cover to the best of our ability here. A lot of people would have just tried to strafe out here, which isn't terrible because you have this here, which I didn't notice. But yeah, if you hop up on that vehicle, you get the height advantage, you get a much better cover advantage. It's just those little things to help you maximize your odds in a gunfight. Now he threw something at me. Gotta get out of there. Now, I know that there's this wall run over here, and I see a lot of dots on this side, so I'm going to clear this area first so I don't get flanked. Then I'm going to push up and kill them here. From my little line of sight from Maps Exposed. I don't know if you guys... Or was it Maps Exposed? Or... No, it was my long shot guide. Alright, so there we kind of faked him out a little bit. I could have jumped down and just backed away completely, but I decided I could challenge him since I put a few shots into him, and I wanted to take advantage of the fact that he was hurt. Okay, a little bit of awful aim with an SMG. We've been... too used to that assault rifle. Okay, I'm hearing some boosts around me here, so I gotta be careful. I am gonna get flanked here, potentially. I don't think they know I'm here, so that's... Oh, he does! I don't know how he did, but he did. He did. He might have heard me. I think he probably heard me. There's no other way that he should have suddenly turned around like that. So we did choke our warden, but that's okay. That's another thing with this playstyle. Don't let deaths get you down. You'll notice when I die, it's not a big deal. I die... I try to figure out, like, what did I do wrong there? Like, that time I anticipated that the enemies didn't know where I was because they hadn't come to me yet. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm not showing up on the minimap. There's no way they know I'm here. And I wasn't really anticipating that somebody had a headset and could hear my movements. I'm not using dead silence on this. And that could be a change that I would make in the future. I'd rather use hardwired at this point, though. I can't hit this dude. He's outside my aim assist range. All right, there we go. Tap firing a little bit to pick those people off at range. But like I was saying... I don't let individual deaths get to me. Or even sometimes you get a couple deaths in a row or something like that. I don't let it get to me, and oftentimes at the end of the game I look and it's like, wow, I feel like I had a terrible streak there. Like, death streak. But then when I look at my score at the end of the game, things are looking pretty good. Like, I did really well that game. So don't let those individual deaths get you down. You can just keep playing, keep grinding, maybe put some streaks up, and everything will be good. Now, it would be good if I was running... It would probably be helpful for me to be running Scavenger at the moment. I think I'm going to have to phase shift here pretty soon. Yeah, we're going to phase shift out of here. Alright, so with our phase shift, we're just going to get right out of here. I could hear this guy boosting he was chasing, so... knew he was around there. I'm still in their spawn, though. If you notice where my teammates are right now, they've got that entire other half of the map covered. So I know they're still spawning towards this side of the map. Now, I don't even know the exact spawn points as it is right now. That guy probably should have killed me. I'll be honest, I probably had a connection advantage there. That guy should have killed me. Let's call our warden in. I don't know the exact spawn points, but it's very easy to read spawns. Now, you can see my teammates just spawned here, so that means the enemies are spawning there. I have a teammate push towards that side of the map, so it means it's probably forcing... Oh, I saw a shadow. Probably forcing their spawn more to this back corner here, but now it's probably settled down back over there now that that guy's died. That guy died over there. Should be able to push around this way. I'm keeping an eye on the minimap, making sure my teammates on my right are staying alive. I just noticed they dropped dead, and now it's likely I'm going to have to pay attention to this area. This guy had a steel dragon. Okay, I saw a body and I panicked. It happens. It happens. Now, I'm really nervous here. They could have gotten on our flank over here, so that's why I'm really scared to, like, push out here and show my back to that area, because there could potentially be a guy there. Now, after I waited a little bit, I think the chances of that are fairly low, but it looks like we actually just pushed their spawns maybe this way. It's a little bit difficult to see. My teammates are putting a lot of pressure on spawns over there, but it looks like not quite enough, so I should be able to comfortably push. Now we can see on our minimap that they are definitely all over there. Hopefully I'm not talking too quickly about everything and I actually make a little bit of sense with what I'm saying. I'll try and pick an assist off here. Okay, it wasn't an actual assist, but that's okay. Alright, so now we're going to go on the flank here. We're going to play this smart. We're going to peek the corner before making a move. It would have helped if my teammate wasn't here, but whatever. I could have got on their flank really nicely. Okay, so here's the situation where I shouldn't have fired those shots initially, and right now I'm going to back off here. Make him come to me in that scenario, and I couldn't make it out. I probably would have been better off phase shifting in that situation, but that's the things you learn from. Every time you die, you think about, like, what happened. Don't let it get you down. Just think about, like, what happened? What can I do differently? What should I have done in that situation? That's all it takes. You don't have to really, like, get down on yourself like, man, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I didn't pop my phase shift there. See far too many people doing that to themselves, and it's just not the greatest idea. Alright, so I'd like to push through this bedroom. I'm going to wait for this one kill here, though. Oh, hang on. We got a suppressor dude here. This is where a headset really comes in handy. So there, I heard a suppressor, and every time I hear a suppressor, I look at my minimap to see if it's potentially a teammate. I look to see where a teammate is and decide if that matches up with where I see a teammate on the minimap. And in that scenario, I actually saw, once I looked up at the minimap, I saw my teammate had died, and therefore I knew that there was an enemy spawning there. Okay, or not spawning there, on the flank there. Okay, I noticed my teammate spawned here, so that means if we start spawning mid-map, that means we got guys pushing our spawn there, and we got guys over here. How do we do there? 29-4. Okay, I said we'd comfortably break 30 kills, which we didn't, so I guess we didn't get our 30 kills. We had some pretty strong teammates there as well. But as you can see, we still got a pretty solid game there. Pretty solid kill-death ratio and everything. It's my first game, just hopped on. I don't cherry-pick my live commentaries, just in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, there you go. You can get 29-4 with that sort of playstyle. I hope it kind of made sense and I wasn't talking about too much stuff and going a little too fast. I kind of feel like maybe I was. But let me know in the comment section below if you like the idea of this series. And if you do, let me know what other areas or topics you'd like me to cover that I can demonstrate live in-game. Also, any sort of pointers or advice on how you want the series handled, that would also be really helpful. Like, did I ramble on about too many things at once? And should have maintained my focus a little bit? I kind of feel like maybe I should have maintained a bit more focus on one area, and I was just talking about everything that was going on in my mind there, or trying to at least. So let me know in the comment section below. I am definitely open to some feedback there. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you guys next time.